Kevin, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, we just, we didn't execute, and everything they got, I feel like we let them get behind us. We talked about that before the game. We seemed like we really couldn't do the simple things and chipping pucks in and getting to our game on the forecheck, and we shot ourselves in the foot so many times that we didn't have time to get to our game and create offense, and it's pretty disappointing lack of execution, and that's really what it comes down to. So the good news to that is it's our first game. We got a chance to fix all that. That a lot of that is on us, and it's just I thought such a special night. Crowd was unbelievable, and we kind of wasted that one, and we got 81 more to start, not to start, but to get back to our game, and we got to figure it out fast, and I believe it's in this room.
Why do you think there wasn't better execution after 3 weeks spent preparing? And earlier this week you said you'd never been so prepared, or was better prepared for games than...
I wish I had an answer. I mean, we got out there and it was chaotic, and a lot of the chaos was self-inflicted, and it was a strange game, and we really did not help ourselves at all out there, and I do believe it's all fixable.
Dylan, that third goal there late in the first period, I'm sure was deflating it, but are you disappointed just in the lack of pushback there at the start of the third, at the start of the second?
Well, yeah, I am, and anytime you give up a goal late, end of periods, it's a killer, and we came out and then they got the fourth, and it's a similar story. They get behind us, and we did a lot. We didn't do much good, but we left Gibby out to dry, and it was tough. It was we were shell shocked a little bit, just how bad we executed and how bad we missed our assignments.
What did you take away from the performance from the three rookies in the lineup tonight?
I mean, they're special players. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They had glimpses, and I would be lying if you looked at anyone on the ice for us tonight that really stood out and played well. I mean, no one really played well, and I'm not hitting the panic button. I mean, I believe in this group, and I believe that we can correct all the things the misassignments and the lack of execution. I believe we can clean that up.
What were some of the factors that they did potentially made it difficult?
I thought we made it pretty easy on them, and odd man rushes, and we know that's their game. We talked about it. They go for offense, and we were careless and letting guys get behind us, and careless and not putting the puck behind them.
Dylan, that forecheck was there in the first 7-8 minutes, and then it kind of went away after. Was that hesitance because of the rushes the other way, or did something else change there?
I think so, yeah. When people start getting behind you, the forecheck, we've talked about all camp, it's a 5-man forecheck, and when people start getting behind you, the D, it's human nature just to look like not go, and we need everyone to go. That's why our forecheck is good. It was good last year. It was good in camp. But when people start getting behind you, you're looking over your shoulder. You can't go. Like it doesn't work. All 5 guys have to be on their assignments.
Is it important for you to have this honest assessment right now, just so you can kind of set the standard going forward?
Well, I'm not panicking.
No, I know that, but just as far as just being honest about it and just kind of setting the standard for where we need to do every game.
Well, I guess. I mean, I think Todd's going to come in here and if he's harder, I can see it. I mean, there's. I don't really have a good answer for you, but it was out on the ice. We showed it, and like I said, it's even more disappointing because it was such a special night. The crowd was so good, and those 3 guys, just playing in their first NHL games. You always want to make it special, and there wasn't much going on that was special.
How do you guys watch this and make sure it doesn't happen on Saturday?
Well, there's a lot to fix, but like I continue to say, I think it's fixable, and we're going to probably go over it. We're going to skate tomorrow. We're going to go over it in video, but we have to fix it quick because this schedule this year we play every other day, and I think maybe getting a game under our belts will help, but the stuff we were doing out there was over the top, and I think we'll fix it. I think Todd is going to probably give it to us, and as he should.
Thanks, Don.
Thank you, guys.
Moritz, how disappointing was this performance tonight?
Yeah, very disappointed. Obviously, we came out, I thought, with a great start, really good intensity, and then the game kind of slipped away from us. We were in detailed. They just kind of outworked us, outskated us, got a lot of great opportunities around our net, and nothing Gibby could have done there to prevent goals, so that's definitely up on us, and obviously a disappointing night.
It's a couple of odd man rushes led to goals there in the first period for them. How do you balance the fact that you guys want to play fast and aggressive, but also not give up those easy chances?
And we just got to count guys. I mean, we can't linger forward when we have people flying behind us, especially the whole D crew. I think we got to do a better job. It starts with us back there.
Coach Todd McLellan has spoken so much about the mental aspect of the game. He's used the phrase, it's all between the ears many times. What was his message on the bench as things started to kind of unravel there?
I mean, we talked about it so many times during camp, and we just couldn't find a way to prevent the chances and make it happen on the other side. It's kind of tough that way, but just got to regroup. Obviously, it's a long year, and hopefully it's just a little bump in the road.
There was so much optimism coming into tonight. How crushing is it to have this disappointment?
Yeah, very, as I said before, but other than that, I think we just got to look at the negatives, analyze it, make the most out of it, and then come with a lot of intensity in 2 days. Perfect, thank you.
Fundamental hockey that you'd play bantam, midget, I don't even know if they call the leagues that anymore, junior, American League Pro. You don't give up 2-on-1s. If a D's down, a forward covers, you manage the puck, you don't turn it over. I thought we got off to a good start, the start we wanted, but our game management, you're going to hear that all year from me because clearly it's still a huge issue. We just played the game. We didn't play to win the game, and we have no chance. And the players will say, they probably have already said to you that, we can fix this. We can. When? It's time. Some of them have been doing it for years. It's time. We just spent 3.5 weeks at training camp dealing with these situations. Now, if it happened once or twice in a game, it'd be okay. But there's 6 or 7 outnumbered rushes at the end of the first period from the 10-minute mark on. And it's unacceptable. We'll have to drill it back into them.
Is it also an example of the mental toughness you've talked about, responding better when things don't go your way?
Well, certainly. I don't know if that was the case today. It just was mental lapses, period. I don't know about mental toughness. Like, you can be as tough as you want mentally, but if you're doing very disruptive things to your own game, you're going to break down real quick, and we saw that time and time again in the game. People that didn't watch the game, they're going to sit down and go, oh, well, the shots on goal were this or that. That didn't matter one bit either. It was clearly one team that managed it well and took advantage of the chances they had, and another team that created multiple opportunities for the opposition.
Going along with that, felt like the first 10 minutes there was some quality chances there, then it kind of dried up. How do you get more of those quality chances going forward? Well,
we had, like I said, we had the first 10 minutes. I thought we started the game well. We were on our toes. We scored. We gave up that first goal. Exactly something we pre-scouted, and an individual or two made an error. And you could feel and this is probably the mental toughness thing, you could feel the air go out a little bit, but we should be able to keep and sustain all of a sudden you're chasing the game and the coach is bitching and complaining about outnumbered rushes, you lose your offensive edge too, and now you're caught in between. Did we create some chances down the stretch? Yeah, but in garbage time, it doesn't matter.
Todd, I'm sure it was deflating when they scored with seconds left in the first period. What was the message there in the intermission, and what didn't you see there at the start of the second that you needed to see?
Well, the goal at the end of the third, we've worked on that since I got here. We didn't need training camp for that. That was very poorly played by a total group of players. And that obviously is game management. 8 seconds left, you shouldn't be giving that up. Then we talked between periods about, how do we want to play? Do we want to just take our chances and just play the game and look up at the end of the night, or do we want to manage our way through? And, then we go out, they get sometimes luck is against you a little bit. It goes off Albert and over Gibby's shoulder, and all of a sudden that's at 4. Now you got a huge hill to climb. And you could feel it there, not being real strong on the bench.
You'd had those. I mean, they probably would have preferred a much different evening with the 3 rookies. How'd they look in your eyes?
I thought they were okay. I can't recall them, being involved in a lot of the crap, if you will. It's a different game. That team had already played once, so for those 3 to get in and experience it, now our team wasn't real good around them, so they're not always going to feel comfortable. But I don't think that they were involved in any of the, the major issues that we have, but we'll have to go back and look at it.
For Gibby, I mean, was it kind of similar to Saturday night? You just not much help in front of him?
Yeah, well, this game reminded me very much of Saturday night. On Saturday night, I don't know if you could chalk it up to, last game, nobody wants to get hurt or do anything like that. Let's just get through it. But tonight meant something, and we played the same way, and Gibby had the same results as well.
Todd, there was more of a forecheck early. I mean, is that a situation where it kind of goes away because of what happens the other way?
That's exactly what happens. You get your game going, and then you don't play smart, and all of a sudden you're trying to fix it, and you back off, and they keep coming. So there wasn't much of a forecheck after that. And even then, they got some opportunities.
As a coach, you kind of mentioned the third period becomes a little bit of garbage time, and you do get some chances there. But what are some of the tools that you as a staff can even try to break out when it's a 5-1 game?
I'm not exactly sure about your break out of our end. You mean
just as far as it's obviously a lot is on the players to kind of get out of a funk. But what are
some the message there was let's get something out of this period. You never know what can happen in the NHL, but the way we were playing it didn't look good. So can you individually find your game real quick? Can you start to play situations a little bit better? Can we win a period? Can we reestablish our standards? Those were messages that were sent to the players in the third period.
Dylan said that he felt that the team left Gibby out to dry. Do you share that assessment?
Yep.
And then with the pairing of Johansson and Hamonic in the first period, unfortunately not the best stat line, is that already forcing you to maybe think of some other options, maybe Jacob Bernard-Docker, or are you going to
Well, we'll review the game. It's unfair to everybody that played it. Obviously, we didn't have very many good players, so to automatically say, hey, we're going to make a change with this guy on the back end, there's a real good chance we will, but we have to review the game and then evaluate each of them individually.
And then one unfortunate aspect of hearing some of the crowd reaction, some noticeable booing, unfortunately. What is the message on the bench as things kind of start to unravel? Because you've used the phrase, it's between the ears, so often throughout camp.
Yeah, it's, that's not unfortunate. We earn the Bronx boos or whatever you want to call them. We earn those, and it's up to us to fix it. And, they're not, if we just play fundamentally sound hockey, we wouldn't be putting ourselves in that situation. So until we get that down and get it back in its box, if you will, we'll have trouble winning games. So practice tomorrow is important.
Todd, both you and Dylan mentioned the fact that you kind of lost your offensive edge a little bit as you watched players get behind you. Can you get back to that in a game like this? I mean, it didn't seem like you ever got back to the forecheck.
No, we didn't. But again, you take that 10-minute period, from the time they scored their first goal to the end of the first period. I'm guessing there had to be, we watched the chances real quick, probably 6 legitimate outnumbered rushes. So now we're barking on the bench. We're saying we got to play smart, and all of a sudden guys get backed off, and they're not extending themselves. They're not doing what they need to do, and offense dries up a little bit there, and the forecheck dries up. I'm not worried about the forechecking part and the tenacity part. I think we can get that. It's what happens when that doesn't work and it starts coming back at us. We still can't be playing north when they're coming south full speed and no one's recovering. So we'll fix it. All good? Okay, good night.